Okay, gonna wait a minute. Okay, hello guys. Okay, you can hear me clearly, right? Are you able to hear me? Hello, Remaves. Hello, Talia Love. Sorry if I butchered the name. Hello, Harrison. Hello. Okay, you got quite the crowd here already. So, who's ready to see the show? Okay, so now let's get on with the show, shall we? Okay, so let's set this to forecast loop. Always the easiest when it comes to live streams and videos. Because who wants to deal with the pain of just clicking single images? I mean, come on. Okay, so lately there's been hysteria about an early intense winter in this La Nina term going around. So then I decided to investigate. I'll explain what La Nina later is, but for now, I will show you why the early winter hysteria could actually be true. So actually, thanks, Harrison Mitchell. Okay, so obviously this is right now a whole storm complex going through, but I want you to pay special attention to right here. Because that's where, boom, starting on Friday morning, see the blues there? That's snow in the mountains of British Columbia in July. Already. July. Very unusual for this time of year. Typically, the first snows there don't arrive until late August or early September. So, to have a snowfall during mid July is very unusual. Okay. So, actually, continue that. It won't be a significant event by any means, but it's going to be a prolonged night snow event that will last all the way into Sunday morning, in which I'm actually curious. First, this late year that I'm going to be using snow accumulation. Like seeing. Oh, wait, here, winter wear. Jeez. Not used to it. Spend a long time. Okay. So, as you can see, it is indicating up to 3 to 4 inches of snow in spots. Now, obviously, that's not the most to ever occur, but. Oh, hey, Just Weather. How are you doing? How are you doing? But, yep, only July. And there's already snow. Not to mention 3 to 4 inches. Very unusual. And I'm actually going to quick show you guys the temperature anomalies. Wait till you see these. So obviously here's right now pretty unusually cold for this time of year already. Some spots now. Here, obviously, we know the answer to that. MCS. But anyways. So again, pay special attention to the look. 29 degrees below the year's normal average temperature, and that's not even the coldest. Then you have 25. Well, I mean, I guess it was. But some of the earlier runs showed as much as 35 degrees below normal. But still, this huge swath of land here, up to negative 20 plus degrees below normal for this time of year. Very shocking and unusual. Already an early indicator of what could come. Then, here's the second area of interest. This is much later on, but I want you guys to pay special attention to right here. Okay, erase that, and let's get moving with. So then again, that's Snow, British Columbia. But then a massive storm forms, and more than one model shows this. A massive storm forms and actually brings snow. Oh, huh. Right there. Just a brief speck of snow right there. Actually, it's as intense as last run, but still shows a brief speck of snow. So it's entirely possible that if you live here on the western fringes of that storm, you could briefly see snowfall again in July. But now I'm gonna go over to the CFS and this time show the entire continent. Just show you guys how the jet stream is behaving up there. Okay, so again, here's right now. Okay, so you can see here's right now. And by the way, this is the CFS model, good long range model. So then you can obviously see a bunch of snow going on just over here. That's pretty normal for this year, but then suddenly, notice this decently powerful storm dip down and actually bring snow all the way down here, which is a bit unusual for this time of year. Typically that holds off till early August and not late July. Okay, so then now we're in early August, and then another wave of snow on the 11th of August right there, and also some in Alaska. Oops. Oh wait, I went back, I think. There. So then continue this, and then yet another wave of snow. There. And then we reach in. But based on the furthest south the snowfall event go, here's what the model shows. So by almost mid-August, you're already seeing snow going down this far south. Now, there have been some indications, according to some meteorologists, that it wouldn't be too surprising if by September, all of this land would potentially get snow. Now, I don't know if that would be true, but if it is, don't be too surprised if certain individuals here get white Halloween. And well, what's causing all of this. Okay, so okay, so I'm gonna be showing you the culprit in all of this early winter hysteria stuff. And what's the culprit? The La Nina, a Spanish term for little girl. Basically, what is a La Nina? Well, here's what it is in short. So La Nina basically is when the Pacific Ocean gets cooler than average. Now, with El Nino, the Pacific Ocean is hotter than normal. So I'll actually show you a graphic of it. So one, how it actually works. So how it actually works is you have increased trade winds near the equator, and you have warmer waters here, but that affects the Asian weather, not the North American weather. It is here, though, that it actually affects what happens in South and North America. So then you have this high pressure that sits here that feeds off all of this cooler energy to Alaska, where the high pressure then circulates it downward in this bluish shade here. That's where you would expect a cooler and wetter winter. So in other words, Arctic snaps and constant snowstorms. But then meanwhile, actually stays warm and dry down here. Then a more detailed map of what actually happens down here. So again, cool and then wet right here. So I'll actually highlight this. Is typically right here that low pressure systems take a normal track. So then you would have constant snowstorms all along this area, which is very normal for a La Nina pattern, which we actually had a milder version of last year. And then again, could you see La Nina this year? So it's not just YouTubers that are pointing this out. Some news organizations are actually pointing out as well. And well, why? I will show you. The Climate Prediction Center has actually issued a La Nina watch. ENSO neutral is flavored. Oh gosh. Favored through the northern hemisphere summer and into the fall. 51% chance for the August to October season. Now, if you were to have the La Nina occur during fall, then you would see stronger storms. Obviously, again, a lot more than normal, but also colder temperatures than normal. It's looking most likely from November through January, 66% chance. So, again, so actually here, I have not seen this before, but they actually show you. So here, probability. So it's showing through. So here. So here's El Nino and then neutral and then La Nina. Now, obviously, you can see as the months get deeper into the winter season, the La Nina actually does seem more likely, and then again as spring comes in, the probability drops. But wouldn't be too surprised if this La Nina would actually last into the early portions of spring. Yep, I will keep an eye on for severe weather rain waves. So actually I am gonna quick show you guys it once I'm done discussing it. because I did actually see something about it earlier too. So here, I'll quickly get this finished up. So that is what we've got going on. Also, so just to give you guys an idea of just how popular this whole hysteria stuff is spreading. Look, CBS for Denver, San Luis Obispo Tribune, and then WDRB.com. So you could definitely tell it's not just YouTubers that are pointing this out, it's also some of the bigger news corporations. Okay. Let's see here. What was it? Oh wait, right. Here. Okay, gonna quickly show rain waves the Wednesday probability. So it is Wednesday today, so JFS will be the only one to reach. Okay. So Wednesday looks like it will be scattered or multicellular in coverage. It will mainly go through the southwestern half of Wisconsin. Will probably barely touch you, at least as of this one. So now let's check the surface base cap. So yep, right there. Looking somewhat favorable for severe weather down here, but not so much over you rain waves. So at least as for now, looks like the worst will miss you to your west, but that remains to be seen. Obviously, Miles love to change a lot, but it's looking like Tuesday though would actually host a better chance. Well, actually, it looks is Tuesday that holds at least a better chance for severe weather, but at the same time though, coverage would be super isolated. But then, obviously, Wednesday you've got. So for now, looks like it won't hit you, but speaking of dry, and yes, he is in Wisconsin. Get to Northern Indiana. Okay, let's see if anything. Let's actually check on you for tomorrow. Um, here. Okay, so nothing much happening, but then suddenly, right there, right around 1 p.m., you actually have thunderstorm development right over you. And then 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and that's the farthest it goes. But it's like you will have a several-hour period of scattered strong to severe storms. Now, for now, actually, here, the National Weather Service should have updated their graphics by now, hopefully. Okay, so it's still marginal for now. 2% fire risk down there. Then wind, the hail. Yep. The miles will change rain waves, and yeah, I know. Storms over you. Not to mention, if they were to actually go over the same area over and over again, you could actually face a probability of what was it? Train thunderstorms will actually produce flash flooding. Yes, rainmaker is looking like Tuesday will hold the best chance for now, at least. But then again, levels. What the heck? Miles like to change. Okay. So now back to the whole early winter hysteria sort of deal. So I've actually heard from the local Facebook group here that some of the deer's antlers are already velveting. Now, whenever a deer's antlers velvet, that's typically when mating season approaches. And when is mating season? During the fall. And what is after the fall? Winter. So it is very unusual for them to velvet in Wisconsin during July this early. So that is also another indicator that even some of nature's animals are starting to feel it. And also get this, but I'm apparently hearing rumors that some leaves are changing colors already in some parts of Canada. Don't know if that's actually true. I'll have to see for myself, but if it is, then that's just even more truth that early winter is probably looking likely. So yeah. Well, any questions, comments, or concerns? Okay, now I will show you guys what may happen. What scenarios may happen. Okay, go back onto trusted. Okay, perfect. So the USA. So here is what would happen likely. So then by October, you will actually start seeing, at least in a normal year, snow would start off in the Rockies right here. Obviously, it's not exactly. It's approximate, but you get the point. And then snow would occasionally on the coldest nights occur here, but that would be about it. But with this year, the low pressure track would actually, according to La Nina, bring snowfall to even more areas in the Rockies. Not only that, by October, but also wouldn't be out of the question for a snowstorm to bring snow right here in October. And then obviously right here, just more and more rain. And then cooler temperatures filtering in right here. But then comes the witches of November. You would then actually see snowstorms occur along a swath right here by November. And then obviously mostly rain to the south. Now, obviously snowstorms can also occur here, but it's not as common. Those can track more to the northeast as well. So that's assuming a normal year. I mean, a La Nina year. And then obviously December will remain active for those who are north of this line. Then January is a bit calmer but still somewhat wet. But then February peaks in snowstorms, March, and then obviously April, and could lead to delayed spring. So again, Any questions, comments, or concerns? Okay, so your treats have arrived, but I will go for a walk just to make sure. Yeah, good idea. Always a good idea to check, make sure nothing is going wrong with any area of vegetation. Always good to make sure. So, yeah. Now, again, recap for you guys who were gone earlier. So, it's actually looking like that during November, you could actually see snowstorms right here. And so, again, any questions, comments, or concerns? Okay, I did not say that. That was just Raymaves thinking that we might see some. Okay, whatever. Anyways, so again, any questions, comments, or concerns? Otherwise, live stream adjourned. Okay. Well, good night, everyone. See you guys tomorrow.